My name is Sylvia Caroselli. Welcome to my Social Studies Family Night presentation called My Family Routines. According to Mendez, social studies content for infants should be focused on self-development in a social world. Basic care routines fill much of the infant's waking time and are prime times for caregivers to help children establish their place in their social world. The targeted age group for My Family Night would be birth through 8 months. Healthy habits and warm interactions that begin early will carry on benefiting the child throughout their life. I took my standards from Idaho Early Learning Guidelines. Social studies are a subdomain of Domain 4, General Knowledge. Under this domain, Goal 44 indicates children differentiate between people, places, activities, and events in the past and present that relate to self, group identity, and the sense of their community. Under Goal 44, children aged birth through 8 months will indicate this goal in these represented ways. I have highlighted the indicators and caregiver strategies that I feel directly relate to my family night. There are several good ways of communicating with families, but the teacher has to pick the ones that meet the needs of their particular group. My plan for communication entails sending a flyer home a month before the event and hanging one on the communication board, adding a reminder in the monthly newsletter, sending an email flyer the week before the event, and writing a reminder on the classroom communication board the night before. With the intimate setting of the infant classroom, parents and teachers are in constant communication. This makes it a little easier to ensure all parents are aware of the event, and nothing says we want you here like a personal invitation face to face. I feel that it's good to keep the activity in a familiar and comfortable environment for the infant, parents, and teachers. I feel that the classroom would be the best place to meet these needs. Working parents are typically stressed for time. For my class, holding the family night on a Friday afternoon has bolstered attendance as it is often easier for my parents to leave work an hour or two early at the end of the week. Holding a parent night at the beginning of the school year will allow strong foundations of care and routines to be established early in the child's life. An important added benefit for holding this event is establishing a warm, welcoming partnership between the family and school early on. I will have the support of my assistant teacher, assistant director, and student employee during the event and help me set up during nap time. I will also secure a volunteer from the Lee Pesky Learning Center to lead the Cozy Book Area Center. I will have a follow-up questionnaire in the parents folder to gather feedback. I will also have thank you notes written out before the event. I will hold a communication training meeting a week before the event. During this time, I will give the staff the outline and agenda for the family night. Volunteers will be given instructions for their center and encouraged to ask questions during this meeting. To start our time together, I would have the parents, children, and teachers gather in our classroom common area. I would then share some key points on establishing routines. I would like to open the floor for parents to share their thoughts, fears, and dreams for their child and family unit. This is the time for the parents to share and learn from one another. Parents will choose which stations to visit and in what order. This will allow them to focus on the area they feel they need the most support in. Parents that are comfortable and confident in their ability to care for their infant will be able to engage in responsive ways that naturally build secure attachments. The first activity that I will talk about is a scheduled builder station. I chose this activity to support parents in developing a routine that will work best for their family. These schedule posters will be laminated and sent home. Building a schedule will help parents focus on the order they want to perform tasks and will help take some of the guesswork out of the day. Displaying a visual schedule at home will support parents in getting into the routine and will eventually be a source of reference for the child. This is another great time for parents to ask questions and get ideas from each other. The next station that I will talk about is snack. During feeding time, children's natural needs are being met, encouraging their sense of trust in the world. Teachers will provide information on safe handling of infant food. Teachers will also encourage appropriate interaction techniques to foster connectedness, such as holding the infant while feeding. Parents can learn and try different styles of holding to find which one is the most comfortable and natural for both them and the infant. Once again, this is a golden opportunity for parents to learn from one another. Parents will practice washing the infant's hands in the classroom. Beginning healthy habits early in life will help children see their responsibility in stopping the spread of germs to themselves as well as to others in the community. Proper hand washing techniques and tricks to holding an infant during hand washing will be demonstrated. In my own experience, it takes a bit of practice to get comfortable holding an infant during hand washing. Because of their lack of visible teeth, oral health care is something that is often overlooked in infant care, yet still very important. Learning about oral care early in life will still instill good habits in the family. Children may later connect their personal experiences with toothbrushing with helpers in their communities, such as dentists. The next station to talk about is the family photo poster station. I have to say that this is one of my favorite activities to do with infant parents. These family posters will be displayed in the classroom where caregivers and children have access to them. Teachers will use these posters to support children's ability to meet the social studies goals of recognizing family members and developing of self within a social group. These posters will also expose the infants to the different cultures represented in the class, making them better citizens. Now let's look at the cozy reading station. Some parents don't realize that infants benefit from literacy activities. Family night is a perfect time to explore the concept of parent-child interactive book reading. Interactive book reading is a book sharing experience by a child and more knowledgeable other person, usually an adult, to which both contribute. Parents read, comment, ask questions, and point to the illustrations. Reading can be an avenue to exposing young children to social studies concepts contained in all of the ecological systems of a child's life. For example, parents can share books that deal with diverse families, diverse cultures, diverse schools, diverse neighborhoods, and diverse nations. To successfully complete my family night, I will need a few additional materials not covered in the activities. I'll comprise a folder with handouts and articles for parents to take home at the end of the session. I would include articles about development, teaching strategies, safe feeding, building routines, hand washing, toothbrushing, and choosing books. Parent snack will be provided by the school kitchen staff. This project challenged me to learn just what social studies looks like in an infant class. I learned that social studies can begin early in life with the main focus on self-development within a group. I learned that care settings are prime places to begin social studies as they naturally expose the child to other cultures. I also learned that partnerships with families can enhance the care a school can provide children. This concludes my presentation on my family routines. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments in the reply section.